Every 11 seconds, a company somewhere in the world is hit by a ransomware attack. Not because their firewall failed, not because their software was outdated, but because someone, a regular employee doing their normal job, clicked something they shouldn't have. And the attacker didn't hack a server, they hacked a person. Here's the part most people don't realize. You, yes, you specifically, are the #1 target for cyber attackers. Not our servers, not our code base. You. 68% of all data breaches involve a human element. That means most attacks don't start with a genius hacker breaking through a firewall. They start with an email, a text message, a phone call that sounds just convincing enough. This training exists because SecureShield handles sensitive data for over 2,400 enterprise customers. If we get breached, it's not just our problem, it's their problem. And that makes every single person in this company part of the security team. Not just IT, not just engineering, everyone. Let's talk about what we're actually up against. In 2026, cyber attacks don't look like they did 5 years ago. 3 things have changed dramatically. First, AI-powered phishing. Attackers now use AI to generate emails that are grammatically perfect, personalized to you, and nearly indistinguishable from legitimate messages. The days of spotting phishing emails by bad spelling are over. The most dangerous messages you'll see today look completely legitimate because they are designed to. They mimic real domains by swapping a single letter. They use look-alike addresses that pass a quick glance. They reference real projects, real colleagues, even real conversations pulled from public data or prior breaches. And increasingly, the attack doesn't require an obvious attachment. A single click on a link, or sometimes just interacting with the message, can be enough to start a compromise. The old question was, does this look fake? The new question is, have I verified that this is real? Second, deepfake impersonation. Attackers can now clone a person's voice from a short audio sample, sometimes just a few minutes of recorded speech. In one real case, attackers cloned a CFO's voice from a public earnings call. They called someone in accounting and asked for an urgent wire transfer. The employee recognized the voice, the tone, the urgency. It sounded exactly like their boss. The transfer was sent. The money was gone. Third, supply chain attacks. Attackers don't always come through the front door. They compromise a vendor, a software update, or a trusted plugin, and suddenly, they're inside your network through a tool you already trusted. The threat landscape has changed, and it's still changing. So what actually happens when a breach occurs? Let's be concrete. For SecureShield, a serious breach means SEC disclosure within 4 business days. That's the law now. It means notifying every affected customer. It means potential regulatory fines. And it means a trust problem that can take years to rebuild. But it affects you personally too. A breach can mean frozen systems, lost work, mandatory password resets across every tool you use, and weeks of disruption. And if customer data is exposed, that's not just data. That's real people whose information is now in the wrong hands. SecureShield invests heavily in technical security, firewalls, encryption, monitoring, endpoint protection. But none of that matters if an attacker can simply ask you for your credentials and you give them up. Think of it this way. We can build the strongest vault in the world, but if someone hands over the combination, the vault is useless. Cybersecurity is no longer just a technology problem. It's a people problem. That's why this training program covers 3 areas over the next 10 modules. Track 1, the foundations, phishing, passwords, and how attackers think. This is for everyone. Track 2, data protection, how to handle sensitive information, privacy regulations, and what to do if something goes wrong. Track 3, advanced threats, role-specific training for engineering, procurement, leadership, and IT. Each module is 3 to 5 minutes. There's a short quiz at the end, 80% to pass. You'll be done with the foundations in under 15 minutes total. 3 things to remember from this module. 1. You are the primary target. Attackers go after people, not systems. 2. The threat has evolved. AI-powered phishing, deepfakes, and supply chain attacks are the new normal. 3. You are also the strongest defense. Every attack you catch and report makes the entire company safer. Attackers only need to be right once. We need to be right every time.